So we are on the front lines in a way that disproportionately makes us vulnerable. We're dying because of it. That is my issue. Not to disrespect these people.
I feel like you're changing the goalposts, right? What people were upset about was what you said, and everything that you said could absolutely positively be true. People were upset that they felt like that you were putting down the average person, quote unquote average job, and the person that was working the average job, that their what they do is not as good as what you do.
That's a projection, Envy. Envy, that's a projection. Because
I'll let you speak. Go ahead. Yeah. So when you start talking about all this, and I read the comments just like you did, because I wanted to prepare myself when you came up here to understand what people were mad about, and understand what people were upset about. So when you're talking about all this brother this, and the black man this, and the white supremacy this, and this, that, and the other, that's all to the side of how you felt about that quote unquote average job, right? And I'll be honest with you, right? One of the comments that I said, and maybe I'm not sure, right? The guy was like, you talk about all this about lifting a brother up and lifting this up and white supremacy and what you do for our people. And then the first thing the brother said was, but your fiance was white. And I'm sitting there like, how do you talk about how much you're uplifting and how much you're going for black people, but that's not necessarily what...
Pause. Fraud. Ebony is such a fraud. I told you guys, stop following her on her social media platforms about a couple years ago. I started to see right through her. My values are not in alignment with her thought process. She's too masculine for me. She is. I mean, you have to be able to navigate both, turn it on and turn it off. So I don't know, but let me continue. Great job, DJ Envy.
Even looking for?
Well, first of all,
Agent Dr. Umar, damn.
Let's address it, and let's not skip a beat. So, I would love to know how you, Envy, know what I'm looking for. We never had the conversation.
I'm telling you what people are saying on comments what I've read, and I'm talking for them. I'm not a bus driver. I'm speaking for the average person out there, because I feel for them, because the bus drivers and the average person are what keeps these lights on here on the Breakfast Club. Right. They keep me booking shows.
Nobody is saying. Okay, first of all, this is not about you booking shows.
This is about how I feel. So when you shit on the people that,
first of all, Envy, you're dead ass wrong for framing it as me shitting on them.
You don't think I'm shitting on them?
I know it. First of all, I know it wasn't. I think what you're saying right now is irresponsible. I think what you're saying is irresponsible. Envy, I think what you are framing right now in this moment is highly irresponsible. Because if you listen, I'm going to tell you. Because if you were to listen to all of the full Yana interview, the full sidebar, the full episode of Holding Court, nowhere in any of that commentary did I say a cross or negative word about the working class of black.
Pause. That interview she did with Ayala is not long. It's 20-something minutes. Just watch it for yourselves. I watched the entire interview. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. And that interview came about because Ayala was on the Breakfast Club over a month ago and called women, especially black women, modern day black women, where she basically stated we're more like men in skirts. So Ebony speaks about that when she interviewed Ayala. So that was the basis of the interview as well that she conducted with Ayala. So don't let her fool y'all. The rabbit hole runs deep. It started from somewhere. She said she was in her feelings, and that's why she brought Ayala on the grill, on her segment, to say, okay, what are we doing wrong, Ayala? Get at me. Let me know. And then when Ayala basically was telling her, or just sharing with her, I'm not going to say telling or whatever, but when Ayala was basically explaining to her, women need to dive more into our feminine energy and not stating being a doormat, but our expectations and standards and being able to create within, because we hold this power. Tap into that female wise in order to produce the type of results we want while we're in a relationship, whether you're married or dating or whatever. All of that went over Sis Ebony's head. She was more concerned about providing and protecting. Not to say that That's not a factor in the relationship. But that was Ebony's main concern. But let me continue.
America, of America broadly, or black men. I'm going to get to the why was my fiance. Look, Envy, let me finish this statement.
Do you know
I'm
what
going to get to.
Just because
But
you
I don't
didn't mean
deal
to hurt
in
somebody,
feelings.
this
First
because
of
you
all,
didn't
I
mean to
don't
affect
deal.
somebody doesn't mean you didn't hurt a community.
I don't
can say
deal in
anything about somebody,
feelings.
but like I didn't mean to hurt you. But if you hurt people, you hurt people. If people feel a way about you, they feel a way about you because those people that you talked about are the people that buy your books, listen to this show, and they're hurt.
Ebony, what about words like average, mediocrity,
Mm.
typical, and the bigotry or low expectations? I think those are words that hurt the working
You can
class.
sit here and say, no, I didn't hurt nobody. You hurt people out there that buy your books and follow you and support
Right.
You asked me to be
Average
quiet.
people.
No, please. Y'all asked me to be quiet. I listened to your full statement. I understand you
And now
have a
that you
feeling
talked for
about
22
it.
minutes and I just spoke for 60
But she is here to
seconds.
talk.
Woo! Ebony is in a courtroom, ain't she? Turn it down a notch. It's the time and place. And I'm saying this respectfully as a woman. I had to learn certain things. I had to unlearn certain things. So come on. And I'm still a work in progress.
I know, but I'm just saying, I just spoke for 60 seconds.
We got ours off already. Let Ebony
I did.
talk.
I'm just returning what she said.
Go
But
ahead,
don't act like I didn't let her speak. She spoke for 22
Absolutely.
minutes.
Go ahead, Ebony. Let her talk. Don't do that. Let her go. Go ahead.
So, Envy, this is where we're different.
Ooh.
My primary focus and goal when I do what I do in the world is not to protect feelings. I'm going to be candid with you. I understand it's clear from the energy that there is an emotional attack that you felt was on black men, the working class, and black America. I'm going to hold the space for the hurt feelings around that. But more than I care about hurt feelings, I care about providing my people with facts and information that say that the current way of life for the majority of black Americans is not serving us. I'm going off of the data and the facts. That is, I am not okay.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to stop it and pause right there. You can head on over to the Breakfast Club and listen to the entire clip. But yeah, there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. Hi, everyone. I'm your host, owner, and creator of The Mix. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You heard that audio. Yes, you heard that audio. Like, share, subscribe to The Mix. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Listen to this video from beginning to end. Listen to it from beginning to end. This is my last take on Miss Ebony K. Williams, attorney Ebony K. Williams. She's very intelligent and she is beautiful, all of that good stuff. She has a great resume. She's on, I think, a housewife show. She's on some type of reality show as well. And she's an advocate and all of that, etc., etc. But thank you, DJ Envy. Thank you. Checkmate, checkmate. As I stated in previous videos, I do not care for Ebony. And I stopped following her a while ago because it's giving, oh, I'm this grand feminist and I don't need a man. And that's fine. That's fine. However, do not be surprised at your own outcome that you create for yourself. And that's for anyone. And I say this respectfully, ladies. I say this respectfully from my own experience. And Ebony is younger than I am, although she looks a little older. That's just my opinion. No shade. But thank you, DJ Envy. Thank you for holding Ebony accountable. And thank you, DJ Envy, for standing 10 toes down. Because the words in her tone, and someone also mentioned, oh, Kevin Samuels, when he was alive, he spoke like this all the time and this and that. Nah, it's a little bit different. And like I said, I'm a female and I listen to Kevin Samuels. There's so much that we need to learn as females, as women, in terms of the inner us, in order to get our points across, you know? In order to, like Mother Queen Ayala stated, tapping into our feminine nature, our divine energy, and creating. Men build, women create. Ebony started spewing data, statistics. I'm giving facts. Let me just be clear when it comes to facts, statistics, all of that. Sometimes that's not 100%. And it also depends on where these studies are coming from, because different groups, whether it be political, social, they come from people who have a certain ideology. And then also you have to think about too, with these statistics and studies and all of that, who are they polling? How many people worldwide? This and that, the culture background, all of that, in order to come up with this. So is this a makeup of our community? Are you sure? You know, so I get statistics, studies. Yes, that's something to measure. That's something to gauge. However, that's not always 100%. It could be manipulated as well. So, but yeah, thank you, DJ Envy. Ebony, like I stated, to me, she's giving masculine energy, and I can almost imagine Mother Ayala is probably cringing after she done heard all of this. Because my thing is too, okay, what's for you is for you. It's fine, Ebony, if that's the way you want to live, if that's, you have these standards, you're not adjusting, fine. But don't be surprised when you're 55 or 60 years old with a dog and alone. Don't. And that's for anyone. And I say that respectfully. For those who are fine with having a dog or dying alone, fine, then this does not apply to you. But for those who wants to experience marriage, whether you've experienced or not, or maybe you want to experience it again if you are no longer married, whatever your situation is, and your thought process is similar to Ebony's, good luck. Good luck. As females, we do need to adjust in certain areas, and I'm not stating men don't need to adjust. Yes, they do. There's a lot of things that men need to work on as well. But like Mother Ayala stated, she can't raise a man, and I can't raise a man. I can't. I can try. I can't. So, you know, and then as a female, when I do try to raise a man, and of course I'm raising my kids, but hopefully you all see my point. Like there's certain things like, oh, okay, I gotta be tough, I gotta dress this way, and it's trying to resonate with my boys. But that's not the case. It takes another male with the same chromosomes to be able to connect with them and tap into certain things that I can't as a female. But yeah, like I stated before, back to Ebony, the interview she did with Ayala, it came from when Ayala was on the Breakfast Club. And Ayala stated how modern women are more like men in skirts. A hit dog will holler. Don't get it twisted. Yes, we bosses. We this, we that. But you have to balance between the two. And I've learned that by watching certain females. And shout out to them. Hopefully they know who they are. And watching maybe 3 females. How they navigate. Because I never was taught that. I didn't know that. I didn't learn that. Being a certain way in a relationship, in a marriage. Being able to, when it's time to step up in the space that you're in that relationship, then you step up. We all have roles. We all have parts. But yeah, I agree with Mother Ayala. Yes, females these days are like men in skirts. Masculine energy. We need to tap more into our feminine energy. I had no idea about none of this. And I'm constantly in a work in progress in my latter years. But hey, it's cool. It's cool. But I'm happy that DJ Envy checked her. What I'm surprised no one is really talking about, how she basically framed it as average, mediocre black men or people who have these average jobs and careers like me. It's like if you I guess if that's your highest level, or you feel that that's your highest aspiration, to her, that's not acceptable. It's like a form of white supremacy. I'm surprised ain't nobody talking about that. That's the part that insulted me. Chick, how dare you compare that to like a form of white supremacy? Ebony, you are seriously delusional. Buy a dog, sweetie. Buy a dog. And I'm a woman. I totally know. And we all could agree to disagree. But as I stated before, this is her choice, her preferences. She's at this status or statute. Fine. Okay, fine. But when you turn, she's what, 40? When you turn 45, what are your options going to actually be? Is it going to be a greater chance your options are going to still be there, or a lower chance? Let's just keep it real. I have to keep it real myself. Ebony seems like she doesn't want to do the work. Someone mentioned too, perhaps, and I said that too in my last video, that maybe she needs to sign up for Ayala's message class. I employ all females young. Sign up for it. Especially if you want to be married, want to be a wife, want to learn how to just not be combative and aggressive. Be able to turn it on and off where needed in certain spaces. Or not just turn it on and off, but being able to exude it. Being able to display it when necessary. That's why I stated that lady who murked her husband on Facebook Live, she was operating, in my opinion, from a masculine energy type of matter. I don't know her story, her whole relationship with her husband, her late husband, but it seems like, based off of some of the information I read, that her and her mom was always rah. And I could speak about this because I've been in that space before. That's not how you get your point across. Absolutely not. Now I know how to be quiet, and I will bow out gracefully. Don't get it twisted. I would love to communicate. I will try to do that before I bow out gracefully. But I'm not doing all that rah. I know how to communicate effectively. I'm not a doormat. And you're not going to sit here and gaslight me. And if that's the case, then okay, why am I attracted to these type of people if that pattern continues? So that's a whole nother story. But yeah, the lady who powwowed her husband on Facebook Live was given masculine energy from a female. The rah. I do not believe they had some type of domestic situation or past, but I do believe that she was like the rah type. And it seems, in my opinion, that her husband wasn't. So that's an example of the masculine energy. And then what Ayala was stating with Ebony, how us females can be try to be controlling, manipulative. What else did she say? And we needy and attached, fearful. And how when you're operating in that space, that's not the feminine energy. Controlling. That's not. So, yeah, I employ any female who are in their 20s and 30s. Sign up for Ayala. She's our elder. She done been through stuff. Done messed up. Her mess ups could be our glow ups. It could be y'all glow ups, because I'm a woman of a different age. So I would say that if your dream is to be married and have this happily ever after, not to say a perfect marriage or whatever, but learn that, do the work. And that's what Kevin Samuels was saying about doing the work. And Ayala has this class she's launching or something, or this program. And yes, Ebony needs to be there with bells and whistles on, because her clock is ticking. She 40, and I'm over 40. Everybody's pretty much in their situations, their marriages or their relationships. So, but yeah, I'm happy DJ Envy stood 10 toes down, because to me that was very highly disrespectful of Ebony K. Williams. And she's giving masculine energy. She's giving masculine energy. But as I stated before, she should be prepared to buy a dog. And those who might have her thought process, don't get mad, don't be bitter. Go buy a dog, because you have these standards, right? So keep searching for the standards. Keep throwing them darts. Maybe one will stick. As you get older, maybe not so much. And let's just be honest and real about it. We get old. Our bodies get old. Our minds get old. Our organs get old. Come on now. Yes, we have science and all of that and medicine and stuff like that. Come on now. Nature is nature. God is God. But yeah, this disrespect, the whites, comparing it as a form of white supremacy, being she's average. What? Chick, you done lost your mind. You could say an attorney is like an average career. My gosh. I don't see her in the courtroom practicing. She on reality shows on the griot, using her skills and knowledge from an entrepreneur type of perspective. And I know she did speak about that, saying, you know, instead of just continuing to do the average job, holding the average job role, taking that and excelling in life and operating at your full capacity. But what Mother Ayala was stating, and I also agree, what if the guy just want to drive a bus? He don't want to be the owner. He don't want to deal with all of that. So, okay, Ebony, stay where you're at. Go for the bosses, the CEOs. That's you. But don't disrespect people who don't want what you want. That's you. That's fine. Ain't nobody telling Ebony that's not fine. That's fine for her. But don't disrespect nobody else. And also, be prepared to possibly buy a dog. Because as you get older, I mean, since she want to put out studies and statistics, I know I probably sound a little contradictory, but hey, since you're getting older, yeah, it may not be looking too good for you, sweetie. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, you guys. Like, share, subscribe. This is my last conversation about her, but you all see how she is, and I picked up on it a long time ago. It's okay to be, in my opinion, to be someone that you kind of, you're for any female or male, to be independent and kind of rely on yourself. But when you want to incorporate being married or a partner and this and that, you're going to have to adjust in certain areas, because no one is perfect. No one is perfect. Now, if they check off all the boxes that according to your standards, then great, good for you. But again, don't shit on everybody else. Like DJ Envy stated, essential workers, that's who running the world. Like, come on now. And then she act like other cultures are not performing at a low standard or low level. It's plenty of them. Trust me. It's plenty of them. It's plenty of them. Kids and all not performing academically. Those is some of them in positions that shouldn't even be in positions. Other cultures, and you wonder like how they a supervisor, how they a CEO, and they got through the ranks because they know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. That's another topic. Sometimes our people are not even exposed to certain things and don't know certain things, especially depending on where you live at, what state you're in, the area you're in. Some people don't know. Knowledge is definitely power. Ebony, because you have the knowledge and the power, and your mom was this, your mom is this strong black woman, and you came from a single, parent home. Okay, I get it. Everybody doesn't have that mother to pour into them like that. Everyone does. I mean, it's just not the same for every black person. So that's just something to consider as well. But yeah, like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe. I have nothing more to say. Thank you, DJ Envy. Checkmate. And good luck, Ebony. Good luck to whoever she's going to be engaged to again. That's the luck to Ebony. No, on a serious note, she's very intelligent, very beautiful, but she's a bit delusional. Like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Donate to tplegal30@gmail.com. All donations go towards content enhancement creations, or you can cash out your girl at $THEMIXX30. Thank you, DJ Envy, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.